Yes.
Alright, let's get ourselves back into the race.
Yes.
We just had a small epiphany. We missed the ogres
Yep. We
during
missed
our
Ocus
talk.
indeed. Because I was thinking like, hey, wait a second, they were already on Azeroth, but according to our beautiful Google and stuff, they came through the Dark Portal as well.
Yes, they
So I
joined
think with other
Orcs.
words, there will never be ogres
No,
in
because
our in our reality.
The Dark Portal wouldn't be around, so there wouldn't be any ogres. No,
Nope.
they would still be stuck on Draenor.
Outland.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Outland. Probably
Draenor
pretty
at that
fucked up
point.
Draenor at that point. Yeah.
Yeah, just Draenor. And yeah.
So that's it's a bit of a shame. Ogres are
Yeah.
pretty fun, but
Especially Cho'Gall. Cho'Gall was since Warcraft 2 my favorite ogre at all times.
he was a pretty nasty
Hmm.
bastard. I heard actually, I read that in Heroes, with Cho'Gall's in there. You already know that. You were the one who told me. Um, there is a stream going on. I think this weekend. If you watch it with your with a Twitch account that is linked to your Battle.net account, then on the 4th of December you get Cho'Gall.
Okay.
So you don't have to play it then.
So if other okay,
What the hell am I doing? Why am I? Never mind.
so if other words, if I watch the stream, I get Cho'Gall.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you watch it with a Twitch account that is linked to your Battle.net account.
And how can you link it?
I don't know. You should read the post.
Uh,
I didn't read it. I just saw it this afternoon after I came back from work. And after I was back from work, I don't know what I did. I was watching a D&D podcast, and that was very important to me. I don't know why.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You guys really like D&D.
Yeah, I'm trying to get into the whole 5th edition, because that's the new edition these days, and we are going to have a campaign run by your brother this time in 5th edition, and that's going to be fun. I'm trying to get myself a little bit acquainted with it, with what's going on. It's a lot easier than the other ones were. I still enjoy edition 3.5, which is a ton of different rules, so if you're not a little bit familiar with it, it's just hard to get into. And then you've got your Pathfinder, which is just an extended version of 3.5, but then they took 5.0, which is the new one now, and they took some easier things from the 4th edition of Dungeons & Dragons, and they mashed it together with a couple of the 3.5 edition stuff, and you have as far as I've seen right now, a pretty okay setting or system. So that's going to be fun. I'm probably going to be a half-orc sorcerer. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yes.
It does not say anything to me, but
yeah. Well, sorcerer is a mage. Only instead of learning it, you can do it innately. You have it in your power yourself. You know, you're like, all right, I am this powerful bastard. I will kill you.
Okay.
So that's pretty much a sorcerer. And half-orc. Well, you know what an orc is, right?
I have no idea.
No, exactly. So they don't exist in our timeline, but a half-orc would be an half-orc and half-human.
Okay.
So the most interesting part about that is in 3.5 you have your different stats, which are like strength, dexterity, constitution, stuff like that. And he took a penalty to his mental stats, so usually they weren't casters, because they were just pretty much berserking orcs.
Okay.
Or half-orc versions this time. So I'm going to play a half-orc sorcerer, because those debuffs to your stats you don't get in 5.0 or in 5th edition. And there is this thing called wild magic, that if you have to roll a die, and if the die on a d20 you roll a 1, you get another table where you have to roll on, and then some effect happens. You're not entirely sure what effect, but that's wild magic for you. It just happens, and it could be anything like make yourself taller, or blow yourself up with a fireball.
Awesome.
So yeah, that's pretty cool, and I thought that's nice for a half orc. I just don't have entire control over my power, but I'm just fucking awesome because I'm a half orc. Come on,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
yeah, it's gonna be a funny idea. So, but that's I was watching, I was actually listening to it while I was working,
Hmm.
and I had to finish it when I came back home. So I guess I was busy
Yeah.
with that. I wasn't really doing anything else.
Well, yeah, because of Thanksgiving, I couldn't watch any series, unfortunately. So I was
Oh, of
doing
course, of course.
anything.
Yeah, and then soon you have your Christmas break.
Yep.
Many mid-season
But
finales.
we will have a crossover between Arrow and the Flash soon.
Yes, I've
As far
heard.
as I know, this year, the big crossover of this season. I'm
But
really curious.
might be the mid-season finale. Who knows?
Yeah, might be even the season finale indeed.
I mean, it's getting close to mid-season finales now, considering I think usually at the start of December it's like 1 or 2 episodes, and then they're like, right, we're cutting out for 2 months
Yep.
because reasons, Christmas and everything, and January no one apparently watches TV for some reason. Um, but yeah, it's going to be bothering for me too because I do watch some stuff. I don't watch everything, of course, but I think Castle is also going into a break, but I'm not entirely sure when. And of course, we had the trailer of Civil War coming up.
Yes. Oh my God. Okay. For which side are you on, by the way?
I am Iron Man. I'm very sorry. I like Iron Man. I think I like a dickhead like that. I don't know why.
Everyone is like for Iron Man. Like a lot of people that I've asked to is for Iron Man, and I guess that I'm the only one right now that's for Captain America.
Yeah, I think many people choose Iron Man because of Robert Downey Jr. because of he's a pretty good actor these
Yep.
days, and that's part of it, I guess. But I'm going to be entirely honest. Iron Man, even in the comics, is not a giant dick, but he is a bit of an asshole. And I don't know, I enjoy that a little bit too much. He is just Batman, but with an ego.
True
He's
that.
like, look at me, I'm way better than you are. And I think he has a valid point with having every superhero be known to man instead of being unknown, and no one truly knows who they are, so no one can actually do anything against them if they happen to become volatile, evil people. So I did think about it. I don't just jump to conclusions because Robert Downey Jr.
Well, I love Captain America. I mean, the movies of Iron Man are really awesome, right? And the movie and Iron Man in Avengers itself is pretty awesome. But I don't know. I just think the Captain America is Captain America. It's, I can't really explain. I think.
He's more relatable because he is, as you can see in the first movie, of course, he is just the run-of-the-mill guy who's running outside, who is, or well, not running outside, who is just wanting to help his country, who
Yep.
is not strong enough. He isn't this mighty god like Thor. He isn't rich like Iron Man. He isn't perfectly trained like Black Widow and Hawkeye. He is just your man, and he
Yeah.
needs help to actually become who he is. And that's a
Yeah.
little bit more
The
relatable
only
because
thing
that's
is
what we want.
he got his powers because of a serum or an experiment that worked on him.
Yeah, he got his serum working, and
Yep.
he pretty much is the Hulk with not the side effects because it worked for him,
Yeah, it worked for him indeed.
and
Yeah.
that's a lot more relatable because we usually are that person. We want to help, even if we can't, and if we got the opportunity, we would probably do the same. And I think it's a lot more relatable than Iron Man, who is a bajillionaire and running around being like, oh, "Look at me." That's not relatable because who the hell is that? Besides Batman. and
Yep.
even he is a comic book character. So I can't imagine why people would really like him. That's a clear cut case, but yeah, I still join Iron Man.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
I would love to have such a suit. Come on, just flying around,
His suit is
blasting
pretty
people.
awesome. I have to agree on that. I have to agree on that. But yeah.
I would become the most evil bastard around, by the way. If I had such a suit, I would not use it for good. That's
So I
just...
think that I would do the same as you. Yeah, I would just go full villain and screw everyone
Maybe not
lives off.
entirely full villain, but I would use it to my own benefit. I would not help anyone else. I would become like, alright, I want to go fly to the towards the supermarket now. Fly. I don't give a crap. Why would I go to another country and help them in a war? I wouldn't. Why would I? It doesn't hurt me, does it? You know,
Yeah,
it's
fair
that
enough.
old discussion of would you help someone that's probably on the other side of the world? Well, probably not, because it doesn't really affect me. It's shit. It really is, and I live with those people. Like, all right, you're going through the most shittest shit there is, but
I don't care.
yeah, it's almost like that. I don't, why would I put myself on the line for that? It's that.
Except if it is a family member, I guess, or a
Yes,
friend.
a family member I would help without a heartbeat. It's like, there I am, I help you. But it's just those are the things, and there are things that you want to help people with. It's like everyone deserves water, for instance.
Yeah.
Those things are like, all right, I'll deal with that. That's cool. I would like people to have water because that's just a basic need that people have.
Yep.
Go for
Yep.
it. But I'm not gonna stop a war.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, that's putting my own life on the line. No, I'm sorry. I'm not that kind of a person. And if it's like dealing with ISIS these days in the Middle East, of, probably I would deal with those guys. But that's because they are pretty fucked up in their own ways. That's something that's threatening not just a country, that's threatening the world right now. I
Yeah,
would
that's something
probably...
different.
Yeah, that's different. I would probably fuck those people up because I can. I would put my life on the line for that because it harms me, possibly, and people I know and care about. But then again, yeah, like wars, no, I wouldn't. I would go through neutral with it and be like, nah, I'm using it for my own well-being. I'm sorry. I devised this thing, just screw you.
Alright, alright, alright.
Yeah. Or I might go villain. Who knows? It's not
Yeah, I
all
will
set in stone.
probably go full villain and like fuck you all and have
Yeah,
fun trying to
it's
defeat me. And if you defeat me, I'm like, okay, okay, I will.
Yeah, I don't really have much to say. You just probably killed me, so yeah.
Nothing to say about it anymore. You defeated me, probably killed me even.
Yeah, this is pretty much done, but it was a good run.
Yeah, it was a good run, Awesome.
Yeah, I think it would be pretty easy to go full on evil if you got that much power,
It's really easy, huh? It's really easy.
So yeah, I think I don't think I would go truly evil, but I do think I would have these tendencies of just screwing someone over. Be like, oh, you really want to fight me? Are you sure?
Okay, whatever. I will fight you then.
Yeah,
If you
alright.
want,
I will blow your face off. I'm sorry. Or I'm not sorry, just screw you, pretty much. That's pretty much how I would be, probably. It's just, you get so much power all of a sudden that it probably rushes to your head and you're like, oh, look at me, I'm awesome.
Yep.
And that's not a good thing, because you can see it with Iron Man, for instance. His power goes to his head, and he
Yeah.
just yells to the Mandarin, look where I am! Try to fight me now! And it almost gets blown up. Not a good thing.
And he also gets some pretty hard punches by Bucky and Captain America in the trailer.
Yeah, he isn't the god that he thinks he sometimes is.
Yeah.
And that's what power does to you. So I do imagine people, you and me for instance, I think we could become pretty villainous. because it goes to our head and be like, yeah, no
Yeah,
one can
fuck
stop us
it.
now. Eventually, we'll probably find someone that can.
Yeah, and then we are like, alright, cool, awesome. There's someone that can stop me. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
now what?
Now what? Okay, I'm not a god anymore, I guess.
I am not a god. Crap. No, but yeah, I imagine a lot of people would just become instant evil and be like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna fuck you up now. I don't care. I guess everyone would get an ego. I mean, it's
Yeah.
pretty clear cut, you know. It's just you've got so much power. Why wouldn't you use it? And that's where I guess the true good people in the world would shine and be like, no, I wouldn't use it. And that's where you get your Captain America.
Yep.
You know, the real good guys that are like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna use it. And those people would shine then, but there are not that many around that would do it. I'm not gonna say there's no one, but there wouldn't be that many. It's the whole reason why there is this DC online game. Which one was it called again? I'm not entirely sure what it's called. Well, it was a DC MMO at least, or it's still around actually. I think the most people that are playing there are evil, are villain, because you can choose villain or hero.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's a pretty okay-ish game. It's not the best MMO out there. It's okay-ish. It's fun for people that have read the comics and know the characters are around. Because
Oh, yeah.
you have like 3 leaders who can be your boss, sort of, and with the villains, obvious you've got Joker, you know, and a lot of people follow Joker because Joker.
I just don't say out just because Joker. Joker is the most screwed up villain there is.
Yeah, and it's pretty fun because you get to do the same weird ass shit, and you know that's great. But it says a lot that when a game like that we have a choice to become either good or evil, many people choose to be evil. It's more fun.
Yeah.
Which is a shitty thing to say, but it is true. It is more fun to be evil. You don't have to stop yourself doing things you like. You know, you can decide, I want to rob this bank. I'm evil. I don't give a shit.
Yep. Or you can just like, okay, I'm going to save the bank.
Yeah, it shows that a lot of people already choose that. So a lot of people would probably, if they got the powers, choose to become evil themselves. They will probably become a villain and be like, all right, I will do this. I will probably screw you over a lot of times, and I'm very okay with that. So yeah, but there will be people out there that would be genuine heroes. That's I'm not even going to doubt that. That's probably true. So
Yeah, what do you want?
yeah.
Yeah.
But on the topic of Civil War, just Iron Man all the way.
Yeah, I will still choose for Captain America, even though that I just said if I have the power like Iron Man, then I will become evil, probably. I still choose
Yeah.
for Captain America because, um, yes, villains are awesome, but Captain America is such a good guy that you have to respect him for that, you know?
Yes, it like I said, it's the whole relatable part. It's the whole part where we do want to help if we can, and it might not be countries or something, but when it's like your family or something, you know, you're the person that's like, alright, I want to help them. If I have possibility to become something like him, I would not doubt it. I would just go for it
Yeah.
instantly. And that's a lot more relatable than, like I said, Iron Man. Iron Man isn't relatable in that sense because who the hell has that money? Who the hell knows how to build such a suit like he did? There's no one around. They are trying to build suits like that, but the ones that we've built are freaking huge and clunky as hell.
Yeah.
You know, they aren't really
Not
as
as
usable.
perfect, not as perfect as the Iron Man suit.
Yes, so he isn't in any way, shape, or form relatable, and you know that's actually pretty logical. You know, it's many people choose Iron Man because of Robert Downey Jr.,
Yep.
not because of the way he stands. In that sense, you know, the whole choice being Captain America without actually truly knowing why is maybe the best choice that could have been made. You know, you don't know why because you know it's what you feel. instead of I like Chris Evans as the actor. You know,
Yeah, it's not because of that. It's a good actor, Chris Evans, but
he's definitely not bad. He's a pretty good actor.
yeah,
A lot of Chris's are pretty good actors for
yeah,
some
Chris
reason.
Hemsworth, Chris Evans,
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt, indeed.
He's not the best actor, Chris Pratt, but he's pretty okay.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He's pretty awesome. Although I must say, in oh god, Jurassic World, not the best acting.
Not his best performance, indeed. No.
He was a lot better when he could be a goofy character like Star-Lord.
Yep.
That's
Star-Lord, we Star-Lord.
no one knows him.
No one knows him.
No, he was way better in that because he could just, you know, be the goofy person that he probably is, because he made some weird pictures of himself lying on the ground in Washington DC, having the Washington Monument be in his private area.
Wow.
Protruding
okay.
out. So, you know, probably he is a person out of it in and of itself that is just genuinely ridiculous.
Yep.
So having him play a serious character isn't probably going to work out. So yeah, very interesting.